Going to give us a classic three-tile.
A classic three-tile. They set the tone. Pat Murphy, I remember last year they walked into the postseason kind of, I don't even know if these guys know our name. I think we flipped the script this year, right? We go in ultra confident, took 3 of 4 on their home soil. Dodgers are not playing good baseball right now. The offense is scuffling. A lot of pressure being put on the pitching staff from Kyle Tucker. Freddie Freeman's getting his knocks, but he's not driving the baseball. Mookie, Ohtani. So once they get right offensively, I think you'll see a different version of the Dodgers. But you can't deny it was must-see TV on Saturday night for me in the living room when the Miz got on the bump. All right? And I want to dive in because set the scene, first inning, he's 104, 4 pitches in a row to Ohtani to start the bottom of the first. And I'm like, God. This is fantastic. The extension, you're making some of the best hitters in the game not be able to get ready to hit a fastball right there. He ends up popping it out to the left side. Freddie backs him up in the 2 slot. Nothing changes. We're not trying to trick anybody. He's on the first base side of the mound. He's got the biggest extension downhill. He's turning 104 into 107. Pause that for me real quick, because that's a harbinger to what happens later on in the game. He threw Ohtani 5 straight 104-mile-an-hour fastballs, and then he tries to mix in the slider and/or curveball. They're very similar profiles. Right there to Freddie. So what's Freddie saying to himself after he watches him bounce 2 in the dirt in front of the plate? I don't even have to worry about that pitch until maybe later, but I can't come off his heater. He has no control of that off-speed stuff. So if you're Freddie, you're saying, I'm on the gas 100%. He ends up getting him to pop out right there. Back-to-back, both of the best hitters in the National League on 102, 104-mile-an-hour heaters. But what's interesting to me is that his pitch usage by times through the order, right? He's got the 4-seamer first and second time through the order. Then what happens? William Contreras and their pitching coach, Chris Hook, come out in the 5th inning before he takes these 2 monsters on again. And you see 34.6. He upped the usage big time of his slider. Let's get back into the tape. And why did he do that? Because he trusted his catcher. Leave this for me right here. I was reading at the end of this. He said William Contreras came out to that mound with Chris Hook and said, listen, your slider's good tonight. I know you were dirtballing them early, but we found rhythm with it. They're good pitches. I want you to trust me and not be afraid to throw it. Fast forward, look at the bug. Bases loaded. This is the game, right? You got Ohtani on the at the plate. And watch him go to work with this slider. You have to understand from a hitter's point of view, they cannot come off 102. You're not capable of sitting in between when a guy throws north of 97 miles an hour. It's just not doable. The body won't move quick enough. And you could tell he kind of gets them in a place where they're selling out for the fastball. And Freddie right here. How many times you see an Ohtani and Freddie swing over the top of sliders in those moments? So I just thought for him, in a bases-loaded situation against 2 of the game's great, to trust a secondary pitch, woof, this guy's, he's going to parts unknown. Pitch comparison, and the pitch for him, the slider and the 4-seamer, they're both unhittable. So I know listening to Dave Roberts, he said we got to try and piece something together. I would say the complete opposite. It's almost close your eyes, don't come off the fastball and hope we run into 1 or 2 solo shots or 3-run shots, because I don't know how you're going to mix together hits to kind of put any pressure where he can't punch tickets. So that was must-see TV for me. I want to give love, and guys, I want to give love to Jake Bauers, and we'll have fun at first, and then we'll get serious.
Yes.
Because
very serious.
What was Jake Bauers known to Central in 2018?
The unfortunate mishap with Carlos Gomez.
Yeah, I mean, we've run this a million times. This is a Hall of Fame moment for us with Carlos Gomez, the classic scissors play at the Trop.
Yeah, that's not what they call it, but.
All right, fast forward to 2026. I mean,
it is.
8 years later, you can make the argument Jake Bauers has been their offensive MVP.
Yeah.
William Contreras hasn't had the season he's wanted to. Christian Yelich has been nicked up with low back and groin, adductor. Bryce Terang didn't even play in this series. Who has been the one constant for this offense? It's been Jake Bauers, and he's been fantastic. He took on Tarek Skubal, the best lefty in the game. You can make the argument Christopher Sanchez. But Skubal, as tough as it gets, left on left, he goes 4 for 4, sticks his nose in everything. And if you run, you know what? Run that at bat for me back real quick. What I love it, keep going. Right there. What I love about him is in at-bat adjustments, run it. He spits on a heater down and away. He's a little out in front on a changeup, so he stays back and shoots a four-seamer. He was making the in-at-bat adjustments right there, from the changeup out in front to working himself back, that he was able to stay on it the next time he threw it and shoot it for a ribby knock. And then Alex Vesia gives him a 1-0 heater, and he shoots it the other way for a double. Walks his next time up. He has been fantastic. Taking on lefties yesterday in 5 at-bats. Look at him versus lefties this year. 286 with 13, a 383 on base, a 510 slug, an 893 OPS against lefties. Letting the ball get deeper, a minus 4.3 intercept point, 10th deepest among qualifiers. So he's letting the ball travel. He's able to shoot it up the middle the other way. Has he done anything different in his stance? May of 2025 versus August of 2026.
Or
definitely,
open.
Yeah, definitely opened up his front side. Just way more athletic. Knows he's getting everyday ABs. Show me the side angle. Always had a gorgeous, pause this. You could see he's just way more athletic in what he's trying to accomplish, right? It's almost like a little bit wider. And we talk about this all the time, the different tinkering back and forth. You can run it. Hands are in a similar place, bat head's raised a little bit, but just in a way more powerful position to drive the baseball. Run it. Just wanted to give him some love. He has been fantastic for the Milwaukee Brewers, and to take on Tarek Skubal left on left and to have the ABs that he had. Robert, you know what?
Ex-Woba?
Ex-Woba. We all, it's quality of contact. We all know that.
Everyone knows that.
Look at bat speed, 95th percentile. Chase, hard hit percentage, 96th percentile. Only hitter in the 95th percentile or higher in chase percentage and hard hit percentage.
Really?
Having a heck of a year.
Wow.
For them. All right, third tile, real quick. Logan Henderson. If Skubal was going to get traded to the Milwaukee Brewers, you know who was going back?
Logan Henderson.
This guy. You think he wasn't thinking about that when he stepped on the mound yesterday? I'm going to take on the guy who they thought I was getting traded for. And the Brewers believed in me enough not to make the deal. And he went out and he established a four-seam heater to Andy Paz, who's hitting third in their lineup. Boom, boom, boom. Establish it right in the first inning. And then Max Muncy, the heater and then the tunnel changeup off it was incredible. Muncy clips him his next AB. But good Lord, man, that thing, that circle changeup coming out of the same arm action was special. Ohtani. This is not a guy who lights up the radar gun. It's 93 to 94, but he consistently shows it to you. It's got ride, it's got run, and it sets up that dirty dead fish he's got right there of a changeup. I want to show you, this is the pitch movement profile. He's throwing, this is like throwing against the wall, paint splatters. Okay? So I want you to focus on, this is his four-seamer, the red, and this is his changeup, the green. This is the average. Pitchers are nailing their changeup in this vicinity. Four-seamer in that vicinity. Look at the ride and the run that he's got just to get off your barrel. It's different. And he's able to accomplish it time and time again, and he showed it yesterday. I thought it was phenomenal. So he can get back in. And what else? Look at this seventh inning against Mookie. You don't see right-on-right changeups too often. It's just not a pitch a lot of right-handers would throw to a good right-handed hitter. Because if they miss over the heart and anybody's staying back, that's an easy pitch to clip. but he's not afraid to throw it. Four-seam fastball versus righties, versus lefties, it's the same. Look at the cutter usage, but look at the changeup. He'll throw it 20% of the time to the right-handers. So I thought that was interesting as well.
Felt like a very big series for the Brewers.
It was huge. Dodgers are flat. They look a little flat right
Jacob
now.
Ohtani, watch that on repeat.
Dodgers are going to Denver to take on the Rockies. They did put Justin Robleski on the injured list, so that's something that we'll keep an eye on. But definitely a big, big weekend for the Milwaukee Brewers.